Hey y'all, I'm back with another 12 days of DIY, and this is day 9, where I show you how I create fun little treat bags from these ordinary brown bags. Now the one that I'm showing you there has been purchased, but I wanted to try to recreate those. So I started by taking my brown bag, and I'm just going to cut where the flap folds. And then I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to make about a 3/4 of an inch cut all the way I'm going to go all the way around starting from the back. So I opened it up and started from where the back meets the side, and then I went all the way around without cutting that back layer. So I'm going to chop off the corners there, and that's going to fold up. That's going to be my little flap. I'm going to do the exact same thing, so you'll get to see it here again, and you'll see it 2 more times. So just in case you missed that or were a little confused, and I know me, I have to sometimes watch videos like a couple times to understand, but this time I'm going to make probably about a 1/2 inch on the top here, and I'm going to go all the way around. It probably helps to open up the bag a little bit. I think I did the second one quicker because I realized opening the bag wider helps. And so, like I said, I left that back layer intact, and then I'm going to just go ahead and cut off the corners to make a little flap. So I'm going to use adhesive just to fold that up, and then that's going to be the top of my bag, the opening. I'm going to leave that be for now, and then I'm going to go back to it and decorate it here in a second. So here's my second bag. Again, I opened it up, and I'm just going all the way around until I meet that back layer. I'm going to leave that there and chop off the corners. And then I'm going to do this. Actually, the second one, I left the top just to show you a different way, and I'll show you here in a second what I do with that. I'm doing the exact same thing with this third bag. I went all the way around. I left that back layer intact, and then I cut off the corners for the flap. And then here I did the exact same thing as I did the first time. I just cut it a different way, but it's the exact same cut where I leave that back layer intact for my flap. And then I'm going to cut off the corners. Okay, so I'm going to fold up the flaps on some of these, and then I'm going to leave the top layer open so that I can obviously put things inside. So I'm going to start by stamping right on top. If you saw the bag that I had purchased there at the beginning, it had some white dots on it, so I'm going to try to recreate that. Now this took a little longer than I expected. I think because the bag does not lay flat, so I kind of had to hold it down in certain spots, but overall the whole process didn't really take too long, maybe about 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to finish stamping on this. I'm going to turn it over just to have it so that it can have a finished and completed look. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to set it aside and then show you how I decorated it here in a second. I'm using white pigment ink. It's called Unicorn and it's Hero Arts, and it's probably one of my favorite white inks. And I say that knowing that I've probably never tried another white ink. I don't know. Maybe I have. I'm going to continue stamping that and set it aside. And then the second one I'm going to work on is a snowflake one, and this obviously took way less time because it's a bigger stamp and it was just a lot easier to use. And I used a green ink from Abrielle. It's kind of a mint green, it may be called Seafoam or something like that. And then for this last one where I had the flap, I didn't do anything with the top of it. I'm actually just going to quickly stamp one little label, and this is just a much more simple version of what I was doing before. And I wanted to kind of show you how you can just create something really quick. You can throw some cookies or some treats in there and then tie a little bit of baker's twine. And then I found a little a clothespin, and I found these ones that were kind of like a stained wood, and I'm going to place a little puffy sticker right on top and just clip it on. For these, I'm going to use some of my Hip Kit Club December documented kit, and I'm just going to layer up some different pieces of ephemera. Those are ephemera pieces from the Snow and Cocoa collection. And then I put a little label there, and I start to write for, and then for some reason it looked kind of funny to me. It didn't look funny. It doesn't look funny on camera there, but in person I didn't like it, so I just took it off and put a little another piece of ephemera. Now this is where I'm showing you how you can make little treat bags or favor bags. And so if let's just say it were a 6-year-old's birthday party, you could put the number 6, and then that little ephemera piece says ice cream, I believe, and then I'm just adding some little dots and then a little butterfly that came from my stash. And then those are 3 really fast and simple treat bags. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you have any questions.